did an inspection on a house last week, and I always do a really thorough assessment of their HVAC unit, because the HVAC unit is really the heart of the home. It pulls air in, it treats the air, and it recycles. There's a lot of things that can be happening in that system unless you open up doors and things and look inside it. One of the deep rabbit holes that I engaged with this client was about the use of air filters in the furnace. So when you go to the store and you buy a filter, what it does is it says a MERV rating, MERV, and that's a minimum efficiency reporting value. That's what MERV stands for. And you have these numbers associated. So the higher the number, the more the weave, the more the material that the debris is going to be passing through. And so for most homes, I would say 10, 11 would be pretty good. With older homes, you got to be more careful, because the thicker the weave, the harder the fan has to operate to pull the air through the filter. So you can do this pressure differential test between upstream of the filter and downstream. But the way the filter works is, a lot of people think that, here's a filter and the particles get trapped between the weave of the filter, and that's not the way it works. The way it works is by impact. So the more weave you have, the more the particles impact. So when you actually study filters, the real good capture of the material in the air happens after about 2-3 weeks of operation. Then you can really start, the particles have an electrostatic charge, and they start attracting to each other. So anyway, I want to explain about MERV rating and the size of the number of the MERV that you want to work with for a typical residential home. I would say don't go over 11, maybe a 12, but you got to really be careful. Call your HVAC contractor and tell them what's the highest MERV rating you can get, and it really does make a difference. Now, if you ever do any ductwork cleaning, be sure to cover your supply vents with this pad that you can get online, and it gives, I think, like a MERV 8 or MERV 9 rating, and that works out really well for the pulse of the debris that comes out of the unit after your ducts are cleaned.